Hi guys, hope you're doing good. In this video, we are going to see about handling text data. In Python, text data is represented as string. Now here I have a piece of code. Let me run this code and show you what happens. When I run the code, I'm just getting whatever is given inside my print function. In my print function, I've passed a text data or a string. Now here whatever I give within this print statement, it's getting printed as it is here. Now here, let me pull this code out, string out, and then put it inside a variable. Call this info. Now info is a variable that stores a string called as hello Samuel, and let me try to print info and let me execute it. And still I get the same content which is given inside the variable. There is no change in that, right? Either I can give it inside a variable or I can just give as it is in the print statement. Now here, since I give this variable inside of since I give this string inside a variable, now this variable info becomes a string variable. Now string can be represented either by double quotes or single quotes. Now here I've changed it to double quotes, right? And let me try to execute it. I'm still getting the same without any change. Now you may ask, what is the difference between a single quotes and a double quotes? There is no big difference between a single quotes and a double quotes. If at all, if my string is like this, I'm saying let me put it here like Samuel's program. When I do this and try to execute, and it's showing an error at this place. The reason is when I open the single quotes here and it's getting closed here, and now only Samuel is getting stored inside the info, and other things like which is outside, and that is an invalid statement. Now if at all I want to have any single quotes in between, I either give a double quotes or a slash before it. Let me give a slash before it, escape. Now when I do that and execute it, and I get the exact output without any problem, and there is no error now. Or else if I don't want to, if you feel that is like too complicated and if you don't want to give a escape sequence, and you can give within a double quotes and still gives the same output. Now this is how you do it, right? Either you can give a single quotes or a double quotes based on your requirement, based on the way that how you're representing it. Now this string can be, as I said already, it can be represented within a single quotes or within a double quotes. Now if I want to have a multi-line statement, for example like this, hi Samuel, say how are you, and he's replying I am fine. Who are you? If this is my statement and it's a multi-line statement which I cannot give within a single quotes or a double quotes. Now let me try to give within single quotes and a double quotes, like just see here. So when I give within a double quotes, it's showing an error because I've opened it and I've never closed it. That is what it means, right? The second line it is not considered. Now if I want to give multi-line statement, I can neither give a single quotes or a double quotes, rather I have to give a triple quotes like this. Now when I give a triple quotes, it can be either a triple single quotes or a triple double quotes. When I do this, now let me execute it. Yeah, it works fine now. The reason is, if I want to have a multi-line statement, I have to either go for triple quotes, single triple quotes, or a double triple quotes. Double quotes 3 times, I'm sorry. Hope you got it. Yes. Now let me take this out. Let me print the have the same output, right? If I want to find the length of the string, I'll be using a method called as len, and I'll be passing the variable name inside that. Now when I execute this, I'll be getting the exact length of the string. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more 6, totally 12. So this includes the space as well, right? Some people think that space will not be included. No, space also will get included. That's the reason I counted for you, right? So here, when I say len of the variable name which contains a string, now in turn it finds the length of the string which is present here. Okay. Now, I can also access a particular character in a string with the help of a bracket. Now in this bracket, if I give 0, let me run this, we'll be getting H. Now if I get 2, I'll be getting L, that is here, right? Yes. Now this is called as indexing. This is called as indexing. Now I mentioned the index position. So in that particular position, whatever character is there, that will be printed. Now here, the index starts at 0. The index starts at 0. So this is 0 and E will be at position 1 and L will be at position 2. Like that it goes on. Now if I say 6, it prints S. 6 position. Right? This is called as indexing. Now here, this is a normal indexing. Now we have one more thing that's called as negative indexing. Now when I say -1, what is -1? Some people may think, what is -1? How can I give index in -1? In any other programming language, when I say -1, like that is not there because index starts at 0. But here when I say -1, it's a negative indexing. Now what it prints is L, that is the last value. And if I say -2, it prints E. If I say -12, it prints H. Now from here, it's a 12th position, that is minus. So this is called as negative indexing. Negative indexing actually starts from -1 and goes till the length of the string in the negative ways. The negative indexing always starts from the last at the end of the string. Okay. Now when I say 11, if it's a normal indexing, when I say 11, it prints L, that is the last character here. Now when I say if at all 12, what happens? It throws an error that is saying that string out of index range. Now out of range index, that is the error, right? So here is the index error. The problem is the string index out of range. Now here when I say out of range, it means that I have only 12 characters. My index starts from 0 and ends at 11. And when I give 12 here, definitely it would throw error. Okay. Now this is called as indexing. Now here we have one more thing, that right, if I want to print some specific character from one position to another position, for example when I say 0 and colon, and if I give 5 here, when I run this, it prints you hello. It means that it starts from 0 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this 0 is a starting index and 5 is a end index. But here when it prints from 0 and ends before 5. That is what you can see here, right? So this edge position is 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, which doesn't print the space. Now here it prints only till O. Now if I say, if you want, like if you have any doubt, I can just let me give 6. It still prints LO with a space. It prints LO with a space because this is included here. Now let me give 5 here, and if it starts from 0, either I can mention 0 or I just leave it as it is, then also it is considered to be 0 only. Either I give a 0 or I don't give a 0, that doesn't matter, because by default it starts from 0 and ends before 5. Okay. Now here, if I want to print Samuel alone, now I'll just give 6 this side and it prints Samuel. It means that I'm starting from 6, go till the end. It means that if I don't mention anything there, it means that I'm going till the end of the string. Starts at 6 position, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 position, and then goes till the end of it. This is called as slicing. This is called as slicing. Before, what we have seen, that's called as indexing, and this is called as slicing, right? In the forthcoming videos, I'll be giving much information about indexing and slicing that you can see it later. But as of now, this is enough for you to understand with what is string. Let us see other methods that are used in string. Now when I say info dot lower, now this lower method converts everything in the lower format. That is hello Samuel, that here H's caps and S's caps, when I say lower, everything will be converted to lower. And when I say upper, everything will be converted to uppercase totally. When I try to print info in the next line, let us see what's happening. Now it's converting, but still the variable info still holds hello Samuel. The reason is, when I say upper, it just prints and returns the string, that doesn't store anywhere. If at all I want to store it, I can just give, I'll say new info assignment operator. So you can assign it, and you can say new underscore info. Let me execute this. It's getting converted, right? So this upper or the lower function, whatever it doesn't change, converts the value of info. Rather, it converts and returns the string. Okay, let me give you one more function. That's called as find. I'll say info dot find of s. Now when I run this code, I'll be getting the index position of s. It finds the character s and prints the index position. Now if at all, instead of s, if I give Samuel, when I execute this, still it prints 6, because when I find either a character or a string, it takes the index position. If it is a normal character, if it is only single digit character, right, it finds the index position of the single character. If it is a string, it finds the index position of the first character of the string. That is how the find function works. And if I try to give something which is not there, for example, let me give x and run this. When I give x and run, which is not there, so this will return -1 if the particular character or a string is not present inside the string. Then it prints you -1. Okay. Now I have one more method called this replace. This replace method will actually find a word and replace it with a new word. Let me run this code. When I run this, the string hello Samuel, it is getting converted to hello Edison, because I said replace a string comma another string. It means that it will find the string Samuel and replace it with the string Edison. Now here again, info will never get changed. Info will be still remaining Samuel, hello Samuel, but I just return it. If I want to store it in info again, I just do this. I'll say info assign this, and let me say print info and run this code. So now here the variable info, which had already hello Samuel, which is getting converted to hello Edison because of the replace function, which returns the converted string to the same variable info. Hope you got it. Okay. Now let me give you some more information about how to concatenate two strings. Let me just take this out, and I'll say greet hello, and then say name assign Samuel. Now here, when I want to concatenate these two strings, I can say print greet plus name. When I run this, you can see hello Samuel. But here you can see that it looks something odd with the previous example what we have seen. It shows that hello space world, but wherein here it just says hello and world Samuel without any space. Now if I want to have space, then I need to include a space in between and then concatenate it with a plus again. So this plus symbol helps me to concatenate two strings. So you got hello space Samuel. Now this is actually giving a string variable directly. Now we have something called as formatted string. For that, I'll be giving like this. I'll use a placeholder, space, another placeholder, and then you can say, how are you? And I'm adding some more string extra. And at the last, I'll just give a dot, format, and give the variable names. The first variable name, that's greet, and the second variable name, that is name. Now here, this will take the first variable and this place will take the second variable. Now let me run this code. And you can see, hello Samuel, how are you? And if you want to put a comma here, you can also put a comma here. Let me add a comma there. And let me execute this. It says, hello Samuel, how are you? And this is called as formatted string. And this is how I give a formatted string. Now, in Python 3.7, if at all you're using Python 3.6 and above, if you're using Python 3.6 and above, you can use this way of f string, right? Let me tell you how I'm replacing this. Like usually people finds this it's a little bit difficult. Like I need to give a placeholder here, that's braces, empty braces, and I need to give a format method, and then I say give all the variables that I want to give in the placeholder. So this people feel it is little bit difficult, right? So there is something called as format f string, that is like this, f, and then I'll just pull it out this here from here and put it here, greet, and then let me pull it out, name, and this is totally removed. Now this still works the same. Now this is called as f string. This f string helps me in replacing like the old format dot format method, right? That's a format string. Now I just give f followed by the single quotes, and then within braces the variable is mentioned, so that like whatever content of the variable is there, that will get replaced in the position. In the place of greet, hello will get replaced, and in the place of name, Samuel will get replaced. This is called as f string in Python. Now, if at all you want to know what are all the methods and attributes that are related to the string, let me go back to the same example here. Let me give info. Right. So if I want to see what are all the various attributes and methods that are involved, that are associated with this string object, I can just give dir and then the variable name. Let me execute this. You can see all the attributes and methods associated with the string variable will be displayed here. Now in this you can see we have seen few methods, that is lower, upper, find, format, right? So these things we have already seen, right? So this dir method helps me in finding out the variables and functions or the methods associated with the string variable. Now if I want like a detailed information, I just go for a method called as help. Now in help, I cannot give the variable, rather I have to give the class str. Now str is the class, right? I have to give the class str for finding it with the help of help. And when I do this, I get a detailed information about every method that is used in str class. Now you can see upper here, it says that return a copy of a string converted to uppercase. Right? Like this, for every method, what are the features of the method, what are the functionalities of the method will be given below. Right? You can see replace, self, old, like that, right? Upper or lower, right? It'll give information about every method. So if I want to get information about a specific method, for example, let me say upper. It gives you information only about upper method. And if I want information about lower, that gives information about only about lower. Like this, you can give any method that you want to know what is that method is doing. I can give that if I want to get the information, I'll just say help the class str and followed by the method name that you want to know. Right? That's it, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. And do click the bell icon to get more notification about the other videos that I'm going to upload. Thank you very much, guys.